Hola chicos, estamos en la Bellota, es el primer día de las BellotaCon23 y vamos a hablar con la gente de Nuts Publishing, que han traído varias cositas nuevas y nos la van a contar. Bueno, tenemos el This War Without an Enemy, que lo ha diseñado Scott, y ahí lo tenemos. Y tenemos a Florent Coupeau, que es el dueño de la marca. Así que, bueno, pues vamos a hablar con ellos y que nos presenten cuáles son, pues, las novedades de este año. Hi, Florent.
Hi.
Can you tell us about the new games that you bring this year from Nuts Publishing?
Yeah, there's quite a few. We are coming Niniveh, which is a brand new game, a block game, where you build your army, and then once you've built your army, you'll fight the Iraqi army against Daesh. And it's a fairly quick game, 2-3 hours, and it's going to be published by Drago Ideas probably in a year and a half. As you can see, it's a zone game where you choose your priority between casualties, time, and collateral damage. And the more it goes, the more the game develops, the more these tracks will increase. According, for example, for the casualties of your units, and once you're done, according to all these tracks, you'll win or lose the game. The fun part is building your army, because they are core units. There are also additional units and capabilities. Capabilities are snipers, heli-borne assault, a lot of different things. And
is there any mechanic for this game for hidden units, limited intelligence, and so on?
Exactly. It's good that you ask. There are rumors, and rumors are very important in the game, because of course they lure the Iraqi army into going into zones or avoid zones, because they think there are too many blocks, where in fact there are mostly rumors. So yeah, rumors are very important. And Daesh can, for example, buy a media center to generate new rumors.
Sounds quite impressive. Can you show us another game that I'm seeing that it's going to be on the market? You told me before, in a couple of weeks. Wow, I want it, and it's one of the themes I like so much. That is Vietnam War, and it's called Saigon 75. Yes. Sorry, I give you that.
So Saigon 75 is about the end of the war, of the Vietnam War. It starts in spring 73 and ends 2 years later. So it is a civil war between the North and the South. It is a fast 1 hour game, very asymmetrical.
1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour. Once you've set up, it really lasts 1 hour. Why? Because there is no reinforcements of nothing,
What you see is what you get.
Yeah. I mean, it's really the end of the war, Both sides are exhausted, and it's really the end. What you have in front of you are the cards. The red ones are for the North Vietnamese, but there are others.
Okay.
The yellow are favorable to the south, and the green ones are bad for both players.
Yeah.
In the game, you'll activate units by just turning them up with a star. Yeah. And then you'll play an event, and next phase you can move them around like this, just one zone at a time. So from here I would go here. Then you fight with these special dice.
Special dice. I'm here in Cambodia.
Yeah. So for example, this is a hit, and this forces your enemy to retreat to an adjacent zone.
Are the same the red dice than the yellow dice?
The symbols are the same, but they are
The effectivity.
yeah. I'll show you. They are on the red die.
Yeah.
There is two hits and two retreat.
2 runs. Okay.
And so 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I see 3-0 for poor South Vietnamese.
Exactly.
2 runs and 1 hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really everything is asymmetrical. Oh, this die is for plane attrition, air attrition.
Okay.
Every time you use a plane for attacking or defending, you need to, so you get an extra die, but you also roll this kind of die, and if you roll the plane, then it disappears. It dies. Well, it's broken, and because there's no reinforcement in the game, it's over. So you have 12 planes at the start of the game that you can buy with activation points, but once they are gone forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it seems quite beautiful. Can you show me the types of units to explain our? Yeah, okay, that is because I see that from the South Vietnamese forces are divisions, ranger battalions, marine brigades, paratroops, river patrol, and mechanized. So, well, it seems to be very historic at last, no?
Yeah. One thing people have to understand is that all the Americans have gone home, so all these specialized troops are Vietnamese. So the more it goes during the war, the more desertion there's going to be. So one key mechanism in the game is desertion. The more the North Vietnamese player will try to get as many provinces as possible to provoke that desertion.
And this game is about to be in the market in a couple of weeks. Two questions about more or less what's the price and how can we get it here in Spain.
So for your first question, it's going to be 62 euros. For the availability, it's possible to buy it direct on our website, and then probably in a couple.
Can you tell us
the prices or something?
Not the price, your web.
Oh, the website. Yeah, it's easy. You go on Google or any thing like that. You type Nuts Publishing, and you'll get to us. Yeah. And so in Spain, probably in a couple of months after its release on our website, you'll have it in Spain. Okay. Well, it's for now it's in English and French only. And
in Spanish is going to be.
For now, there's no plans, but yeah, maybe someone will like it enough, and and we'll have a Spanish version. But it's not planned. Niniveh will have a Spanish version, but Saigon not for now.
Okay. Thank you. And I see that you have 2 prototypes that Scott, signed to me, and they seem very interesting and very beautiful. At least one of them that I've liked so much. Quita esa. I think it's a Japanese game, a Korean game?
Yes.
Japanese game, yes. I see by there.
Yeah, Japanese.
Okay. Talk about them, please.
Yeah. So, Port Arthur is, in fact, the second game of our series called the Combat Ration. The first one was 300. And it's the same format. It's an A5 box with a fairly small map, a few counters, and the illustrator is a French artist who works a lot with board games. And we thought, okay, do you think you can do historical games? And she said, well, why not? Let's try. So that's why it looks pretty beautiful, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm in love with this art. Of course, I don't want to I don't know the expression in French or English is hacer la pelota to well.
I understand.
Words. Yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
And but French illustrators like Verdun, for example, they are really great. So I love this art. Sure.
So it's just a prototype for now, but you have a pretty good picture of how it works. So mainly you have naval zones where both the Russian and the Japanese at the start of the 20th century fought. And if you have the naval superiority here and here in Tsushima and the Yellow Sea, then the Japanese can disembark their troops and move on up north and inland China, either to blockade and then take Port Arthur and then sink the Russian fleet, or move even further north and threaten Vladivostok. Now, if the Russian can hold enough, that is until turn 4, that's half the game because there's only 6 turns, then he can bring all his troops from, the Siberian, no, it's not the Siberian, the Baltic fleet. That's it.
Okay, yes.
And then, the Japanese can be in pretty big shape.
In trouble.
Yep.
Okay.
And exactly like 300, the rules are very simple to pick up. A game lasts 45 minutes, 60 maximum. So that's the aim of this series,
And the provision to be published?
Yes.
This year?
Probably in September, October of this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the second one. Should we move on to the third one?
Let's go.
So the third one is we're starting the artwork. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So the third one, it's the same. It's the same. This one is the map in Japanese, and this one is our very early prototype. The redoing of the map.
Of the map. Okay, I take the original one.
No problem. So it's going to be the third one of our combat series. In Japanese, it was called The Rise of Blitzkrieg, but we'll change it to Guerre Éclair in French, so same as Blitzkrieg, but in French. We'll have a screen to make all the setup of the German hidden. Okay. And then from there, because normally it was little boxes like that.
Wow.
But the problem is, but it falls. Yeah. So we thought, okay, we're going to put a screen, and then it doesn't fall.
Yep. Japanese are more carefully people than.
Yeah, I suppose. At the start of the game, you will draw one victory condition, and it will be either control Benelux, control the 3 harbors in the north of France and Belgium, take Paris, so that's the third one, and the fourth condition is to take the 2 Maginot Line forts.
So this gives replayability.
Exactly, because you take one of them, you reveal them, so both players know it, and then the German player takes a second one, but he doesn't reveal it. He takes it on his side, and only him knows it. Okay. To win the game, you need one victory condition. So it's really a big threat over the head of the French player. Okay. Then, during the game, you've seen that it's a zone game, point-to-point game. Sorry, not a zone. Point-to-point game. And the game is very clever because you have just 2 types of units. Infantry, that are cubes, and discs, that are tanks. And when you do fighting, you have a little system of combat very quick. Yeah. But when you do have tank superiority, and you win the combat, you choose where the defender will move.
Okay.
So sometimes you can split his army in half and make a breakthrough because you have tank superiority.
Whoa, it's a very minimalist game, but with a lot of depth.
Exactly. And again, it's something that plays in 40-45 minutes, and it really has the feeling of 1940, in my opinion. It's
Well, thank you very much. It's it sounds wonderful. All the news on Nuts Publishing. So, Florent, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. And I desire the best of lucks. But I think you are going to have it because with this work, it's impossible not to have luck. So we are waiting. I'm waiting. Of course, now we are going to talk about what you tell me. I want to buy your Saigon. Yes, is my one of my preferred campaigns, and for all the people, I'm going to put in this. I'll try to put subtitles because not everybody of our audience can speak English, but I suppose to have a great success with this game. So
thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
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 Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.